It is 8:30 about.
Yep.
Wow. You know what I like
Training.
about boxing, man, is that it's very international. You know, you meet people from all around the world. You know, I'm
Yeah.
Filipino, living in Australia, Vic's in Singapore, you're in
Yeah.
America.
The thing about boxing in Singapore is that there's not much of us, not much of us hardcore fans here. What only a few days back, this one of my friends, he's a casual. No, I don't think he's even a casual at that. He fucking mistaken Floyd for Pacquiao. He's like, hey, this
He
guy
mistake. He mistake who for
Pacquiao fighting
Pacquiao?
Joshua. He's like one day before the Floyd fight, Floyd Berto fight. Is like this guy Pacquiao's gonna fight the next day. He got caught for some drugs shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Then he got caught for drugs, steroids.
Man, Floyd fans would love
Yeah,
that
steroids.
story.
And it's actually Floyd. He's like, isn't he the black guy? I'm like, what?
So so what is IV anyway? Like because I'm not an expert on drugs or PEDs or anything like that. I don't
You
get what.
I don't think any of us are actually. This is a
I
tough
read a
topic.
little on it. It's to dilute the blood.
Right.
An IV is used in most cases to
We-
like at a hospital, like when you're dehydrated or you need to put fluids in your body through a needle. It's putting fluids in your body through a needle.
Right. So
You
what?
know like when you go to the hospital and you see those plastic bags and they look like water and they have a needle attached to it.
Right. Is that
Those
it?
are IVs.
Right. I get
So
it.
there was
So
something in a bag that he had, which they say was saline and vitamin. But what kills me is like, why didn't they test it? So now we don't know. Now that leaves the question of what was really in there. Yeah, his medical team or him or Floyd himself says it's vitamins and salt water or whatever the fuck he's drinking, but or
No,
injecting. But we don't know that. Like he could have said it's water for all we know, right?
it's Marquez's piece.
so so do you guys think he's done it before, or do you think it was the first time that he used IV for the Pacquiao fight?
He does it. He does it a lot.
I'm pretty sure this is not his first time. He's just never been caught.
But you know what?
He's
Like
never been caught.
I watched an interview with Ronda Rousey. She was interviewed by Dawn Fisher about the IV, and she said it's not an advantage. Actually, she doesn't use it because it's a disadvantage for her. How much of
Because she said because it bloats you, it makes you feel I guess sluggish or
mhm.
like it, bad effects basically.
Right, exactly. So do you think
Yeah, I mean, salt water does have that effect, but saline, saline is pretty much salt water, but less concentrated salt.
But her whole point was too. The other thing that she said was that why do you need so much whatever milliliters to if you need that much to rehydrate, then you're probably in the wrong class in the first place, right? They say he walks around at 150. He's fighting at a weight class that's 147. I mean, come on, man. Like, let's put two and two together. That just sounds funny.
because how much did Mayweather take? Was it the first was 200
Nah,
mils?
no, first of all, the one that we know of, it was the day before the fight, right?
Yeah.
After the weigh-in. It was after the weigh-in, day before the fight. And right after the weigh-in, they say he took 750 milliliters of saline and vitamins. That's a lot. The legal limit is 50 milliliters every 6 hours. So he took 750 in one sitting.
Mm.
When 50 is not even allowed within not even one, like you can't do more than 50 within 6 hours. It's crazy.
Right.
Isn't steroids and PEDs and shit like that bad for your health?
You said what? Is it bad for your health? I mean, I'm sure there's some, effects, adverse effects that you don't really want, but that you may get. There's always something with drugs, It's
I
nothing
heard
that are
something.
perfect. You always get your warning labels, even with Tylenol. You know what I mean?
Damn. even with supplements, you have problems with your liver if you don't take it
Yeah, with
properly.
your liver.
Mm.
There's always something, you know what I mean?
You know what I hate about this is the hypocrisy, man. Like, you know, all these years Mayweather's been calling out Pacquiao for like not taking the test. You know, Pacquiao's been criticized for, you know, how could he move up in weight and like walk through Miguel Cotto and all these guys, and Mayweather's like, oh, I'm just trying to clean up the sport, that, and now he's the one that's been, he tested positive, basically, for illegal
well, we
substance.
don't want to say he tested. Wait, you said what? That he's claiming that
That what?
Pacquiao tested positive, or are you saying that Mayweather tested positive?
Yeah, Mayweather tested positive, even though he didn't, you know what I mean? But he still used an illegal substance.
Are you talking about back in the day when they like covered it up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. So I heard that he basically had there's like an A sample and a B sample, and I heard he failed the A sample. And no, Mayweather.
Mayweather.
And I believe I heard that he got a waiver for it.
I heard about that.
He got the waiver.
So basically, the waiver is probably going to say something like that. The waiver is probably going to say something that like his excuse was that he got it through a food or something, through a steak. Maybe the steak had steroids in it, or
He accidentally.
basically he didn't take it on purpose. He got it in his body by accident.
After 3 fights in a row, they said that he continuously accidentally took it. How the fuck?
It's crazy. You know what? I've been trying to. Like, the thing is, that a lot of people are upset because even guys like me, I'll try to be unbiased. And I try to be a fan of all great fighters, good fighters, whatever, boxing period. And Mayweather, I've had my ups and downs with him, but lately I've been trying to recognize, greatness and give him his credit where credit is due. And like this story that came out just really pushed me back. I'm like, damn, bro, for real.
This motherfucker makes it really, really, really hard to like him.
Yeah, how are you gonna defend this shit? Like, all right, let's say there was nothing illegal in those bags, right? Whatever, it was vitamins and water, or whatever the fuck they say it is. But why do you need that much when it's illegal in the first place?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they tell you straight up, like, that's prohibited in the first place because it's usually used to mask or dilute other substances, steroids, basically. Like, why do you need to put yourself in that situation, when you're supposed to be the guy cleaning up the sport? Meanwhile, there's more things too. Like all his other fighters tested positive on USADA. Like, why doesn't he go with VADA? The guys who catch everybody. They also have a what is it? I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. They I think the ratio that they use is lower, right?
And plus, VADA is cheaper as well.
Ratio of testosterone level.
USADA allows up to 6 times the testosterone, the average testosterone, and VADA allows only it's either 1.5 or 2 times.
Or whatever. But whatever. We may not know the exact numbers, but basically VADA.
It's way less.
It's stricter. Yeah, their testing is stricter, and it's cheaper. And they also include CIR testing.
Yes.
I forgot what it stands for. Carbon something.
It's
isotope ratio. Carbon isotope ratios, I believe that's what it stands for. And that's how they catch the steroids, right? That's the way they catch you.
Now, what if it was the other way around? Like, what if it was Pacquiao that used IV? Like, imagine the scrutiny that he would have gotten.
We all know what would have happened, and anybody can say otherwise, but they just be lying. Straight up.
They have professional teams. They have many looking like Aquaman, bro. Just over what? The fucking shoulder, man.
Oh, you can put it on the best now.
How would the Photoshop job look?
Yeah, so VADA, if he wants to clean up the sport, why not require what is it, all year round testing, like what Donaire is doing at the moment? I think he's the only one that's doing it, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
What's his face? right
You know
now.
what? You know what? You know what? Really, like the difference too is that okay, Vada's cheaper, right? USADA's expensive,
Hmm.
right? That's we know that difference. USADA's expensive, Vada's cheaper, but USADA doesn't include CIR testing because they say it's too expensive and it's not necessary, right? It's too expensive and it's not necessary for USADA. That's why they don't include it. But VADA charges you less, way less, and includes CIR testing. So why not go with that?
Yeah.
Like, where's the common sense here? Come on.
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. You know, it's
At first, when Anthony spoke on that, I kind of doubted him, and then when I went to do some research, and I realized that VADA is so much cheaper, and at the same time, it's so much better. I'm like, why the fuck aren't you doing VADA, man?
It
oh
just
well,
makes no
but
sense. Everybody's
you know,
confused about that. And
great thing is like,
his excuse is it's the gold standard. USADA is the gold standard. I mean, meanwhile, who have they caught? Who? Eric Morales, after being pressured into catching him, basically.
yeah.
The fans demanded that he got caught. They were
Mm,
trying to cover him up too. It was crazy.
mm. No, I completely understand. You know, but the thing is Floyd. You know, he's the most powerful, you know, person in
Money
boxing.
talks.
Next
Money
to it
talks.
is Heyman.
In boxing,
But
money has always spoke the loudest.
you know the what I hate about boxing is like when we talk boxing, you know, it's like you know we talk basketball, we say the NBA. You know, talk about football, you know, say the NFL or you know, like say baseball, MLB. You know what I mean. In boxing,
Mhm.
there's no such thing as you know boxing. It's local. You know, it's very corrupt. Like it's being run by powerful money brokers such as Mayweather, you know, or Bob Arum, Don King, and all these guys. That's why money is just takes over everything.
Yeah, you
It's
know what? And even like even in the video I was just watching with Anthony from Thunderdome, he was saying, you know, like it's not always necessarily a fixed fight. Like the judges aren't always necessarily have to be paid off, but they know what time it is basically. Like they know what they need to do to get the next job, to get, you
yeah,
know, to make it to the next fight basically. Like they know, all right, well, if I favor the TMT guy, well, guess what? They're gonna look out for us too.
for sure, for sure, and yeah, definitely. I hate it, but it's been. I think it's always been like that, you know, and I feel sorry for the fighters because they're the ones that put their lives on the line, and you know,
Yeah, bro. Look at Salido versus Martinez. Salido fought his ass off, bro. Like I don't know what else he could have done to win that fight. Yeah, Martinez put in a good fight. Like it was a good war, but Salido landed the better punches. The more he threw more punches, he was just outworking
yeah.
Martinez.
Let me,
Martinez did a good job, but it wasn't good enough to make it a draw. That's for sure. Like
yeah.
it was a clear Salido win.
I got a question for you guys though. Who do you think was the Heyman fighter?
Martinez was the Heyman fighter.
There you go. Exactly.
That's
And who got the draw? Who got the draw?
Yeah, and when he was supposed to lose.
Exactly. And you know, Salido won that fight. Clearly, I thought. I didn't score the fight, but Salido won that fight, man. No way.
I mean, through an eye test, you could clearly see he was fucking Martinez up. He was fucking him up
That was
bad.
a great fight, though. That was a great fight.
His combos were on point, crispy, just looking like Marquez in there.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the best fights of the year, along with Matisse, Provodnikov, the first fight of Salido Martinez, Marco Huck versus Glowacki. You know those fights. Mares, Santa Cruz. Um, but talking about the card, Mayweather Berto. How fun was that? How exciting was that?
Bro, I was about to fall asleep. I'm not even gonna lie.
Nah, I think Floyd just, you know, he did it. You know, he did what he was supposed to do. You know, he boxed. I just thought he was just. It was supposed to be his last fight. I thought he was gonna go out with a bang. I thought he was gonna knock out. He was gonna go for the knockout. That's what I thought. That's why I thought that was the reason he chose Berto, because he wanted to give fans like a knockout in his last fight. But he didn't. You know, after like 2 or 3 rounds, I thought, oh, okay, this one's gonna be like he's just gonna win by points. He's gonna be like a typical Mayweather fight. He's gonna jab. He's gonna keep the distance. Typical Mayweather fight.
You know, it was just like he did what he was supposed to do against a fighter who was easy to do it against. Like, you know, Berto's a C-level fighter. Let's just be honest. Like he's he's a tough guy,
He's way past his prime.
but
Yeah.
when you have a guy like Mayweather who's from the start gonna make it tough for you anyways, like Berto just doesn't have the skills to get in there against a guy like Mayweather or maybe if he fought like a guy like Lara or Trout. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
guys, those guys are just too much for Berto. Berto's skills don't compensate for that. You know,
And
his toughness doesn't compensate for his skills. What I'm trying to say.
and Berto didn't do shit either. I mean, Berto looked like he was just there for the payday. You know, he was getting paid like $4 million, and like after the fight, he was like, "Yeah, I got paid." You know, so what? You know, he didn't look it didn't look like he tried. To be honest with you, I don't know what the game plan was. You know, Virgil Hunter didn't look like he was really trying to help Berto to win the fight. I don't know. What do you think, Vic?
Yeah, Virgil is. I have no idea what Virgil's up to. Uh, I think he lost faith in his fighter, man.
Yeah.
On the Floyd Berto, but in the first round, I actually thought that Floyd was gonna actually go for the knockout because he was a lot more active. He was doing all his right hands and everything, but I think around round 2, oh my god, it got so fucking boring.
I almost fell asleep, mate, and it was midday here. It was midday, and I was like having a beer, you know, I thought it was going to be a good fight. Toledo Martinez was great. I actually missed the Jack Groves fight. I didn't see that one. And
Yeah, I saw the end of that one.
did you see that?
I saw just the end of it.
Was it a knockout or just a decision?
Nah, decision.
Yep. So where does
Yeah, well, I think it was a decision. Yeah, pretty sure.
so where
it was.
does
Yeah, it was,
Floyd go from here? So do you guys think he's going to take a long layoff like he did in 2007? You know, take a retirement and come back, or is this it for him?
Nah, he's coming back. I think he's coming back in a couple of months.
Nah. You think?
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
I think he's coming back. Why not? There's too much money on the table. Why wouldn't you know? Like, Mayweather lives an expensive lifestyle, and to just leave all that money on the table, I don't think he's gonna do that.
He'll
Do you
wait
think
for many.
do you think he'll keep doing business with Heyman? Because Heyman
for
has
sure.
his own thing with the PBC, and Floyd has his own thing with his TMT. He's the Mayweather Promotions.
EMT Heyman.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's a big possibility.
Mayweather Promotions is although it's Mayweather Promotion, is actually Heyman Promotions because Heyman can have a promoter's license in boxing because it's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah. Speaking of the welterweight, now the welterweight top spot is now vacant. Now we got guys like Amir Khan, Kell Brook, Tim Bradley, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and my favorite right now, Errol
Floyd.
Spence.
Yo, did you guys see that last fight with Errol Spence?
That was a good fight. That was a good performance.
I didn't see the whole fight, but I saw the highlights. Bro, that's all I needed to see.
That was a good performance.
Just the highlights alone. I saw like a 3-minute highlight. Bro, his punches are crispy clean. Like just from that, you can tell a lot from his highlight in that last fight, and it makes me want to watch the whole fight just to see how well he did. But bro, the way that guy was throwing those punches, I swear to God, he could have cut fucking butter with that shit easy.
Right now, there's a lot of great fights to be made at welterweight. So basically, Floyd Mayweather has a WBC and WBA. Obviously, he's gonna leave those titles. So Keith Thurman's gonna be upgraded to the full WBA, Amir Khan's going to be the #1 contender for the WBC. Danny Garcia is #2. So we might see Amir Khan versus Danny Garcia for the WBC title. Keith Thurman might fight Maidana or Sean Porter for the WBA. Kell Brook might fight. He's fighting Diego Chavez.
Yeah.
But we might see Saddam Ali versus Errol Spence. It depends. Obviously, Tim Bradley's fighting Brandon Rios. And after that, he might fight Jesse Vargas again. But so basically, the welterweight division's really stacked right now. Yeah, I'd love to see Amir Khan Garcia at 147. I think it'll be a great fight. Who do you guys think will be the man of the welterweight division?
Well,
Do you think it's still it's still Pacquiao? Do you think Pacquiao is still relevant in the welterweight division?
oh yeah, of course. Pacquiao's still '1 after Mayweather leaves, and yeah, he's #1. That's for sure. After Pacquiao, I don't know. It's pretty much a tie. It's a tie between, I would say, Keith Thurman, Porter, Khan, and Brook.
I would
As of right now, I would put Bradley above Manny. As of right now.
You're a hater, mate.
I don't know about that. Just
Not
Pacquiao just I don't know, man. He's proved himself, and we know his skill.
Well, Victor makes a point though.
Maybe good. I don't know.
Yeah, Victor makes a point because Pacquiao's last performance was terrible. I thought it was terrible. Like if you compare that to Bradley's last performance, Bradley performed good. I think, and Bradley's only 32 years old. He's.
That's what I'm getting at. I mean, I definitely won't put Bradley in terms of resume above Manny. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know you're talking about as far as his last fight goes, but
yeah.
I disagree with you guys because I think Manny did a great job in his last fight. Not the greatest job, but I think he performed pretty good.
He lost.
Especially going up against Mayweather. You understand, Mayweather is a guy that if he doesn't want to engage with you, it's gonna be a marathon fest. You're gonna be chasing Mayweather all over the fucking ring.
Knock out someone who's running all the time.
What's that?
How are you gonna knock out someone that's always running?
Exactly. He doesn't. He does just what he needs to do to win. He's not gonna fucking, clearly win. He's just gonna do what he has to, and that's it. He's gonna get out of there. He's not gonna engage you and take that risk. That's what he's about. Taking no risk whatsoever. That's not needed.
And that's what it's been. That's why people have been criticizing Floyd. I mean, no doubt he's one of the greatest defensive fighters since Wheeler, Pep, or Pernell. But it's the fact that there's lack of drama in his fights. You know what I mean? Like if you watch a Pacquiao fight, right? I mean, I think Floyd is a better boxer than Pacquiao skill wise, without a doubt. But when you watch a Pacquiao fight, whether it was against Morales or Marquez or whoever he fights, he brings drama. It's like Golovkin or Kovalev,
But that's what I'm trying
whoever.
to say. Pacquiao is deceivingly a good boxer. Like, if you watch his fight against Mayweather, bro, you will see the way he was timing Mayweather. He was countering him. He was moving with him. He was slipping his punches. I was like, what? This is not Pacquiao. When I rewatched him, I'm just like, yeah, I just admired his defensive skills. I was honestly pretty amazed.
Yeah, I thought Pacquiao was shadow boxing. Yeah, I thought Pacquiao was shadow boxing because he was hitting air. That's all he was hitting.
That's the same thing I thought about Mayweather.
And I love Pacquiao. I was rooting for Pacquiao. When Pacquiao hit Mayweather in the 4th round, I was jumping, mate. I was like, fucking get it, mate.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Mayweather missed a lot of his shots, and CompuBox was a straight joke. They were counting everything. His jabs that were just being put out there.
Hey, I want to say something. Kimbo, Pac actually exhibit more boxing skills than Floyd in his last fight.
I
Yeah,
agree with
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
In the main fight, yeah, he exhibit more boxing skills
Yeah,
because
man.
clinching is not really a skill as much as some people like to call it craft. It's
No,
not.
no, it's not.
It's,
It's
I mean, it's just something we gotta unfortunately kind of accept. Like it's there. We know it's part of boxing, but it's just guys like Vladimir and Floyd and that get away with so much of it. It's ridiculous.
yeah,
I think Floyd caught one of the Klitschko fights and he's like, "Hey, good idea."
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Did you guys hear about Peter Quillin versus Daniel Jacobs for the WBA regular championship, December 5? It's actually
Yep.
happening, which is I like it because I never thought it would happen, especially for Heyman fighters. It's a really
Well, let
good
me
great
just
fight,
say,
man.
Quillen destroys fucking Jacobs easy.
I would think so too. I think Quillin is a really great left
Now, I
hand.
think the bigger question is, if once he beats Jacobs, could he be a possible opponent for Triple G?
Well,
And
the
if-
thing is,
Yeah, possible. I mean, he's not a possible opponent, but he's already been talked about.
well, the thing is, he was thinking of moving up in weight to 168 because Peter Quillin's a pretty big guy,
Yeah, he looks pretty solid. But let's just say he did fight Triple G. Who do you think wins that?
All right, is that a joke?
This is a
Come
50.
on, mate.
You think it's a 50-50 fight, Vic?
Yeah,
What with Quillin and Golovkin?
yeah.
Oh, get
Why?
out of here, mate. I'm out of here.
Seriously.
I'm out of here. Come on.
Why do you say that?
I would give Triple G a little bit more advantage because Triple G is. I don't know why they keep saying Triple G cannot box. Motherfucker, have you seen him in the Olympics?
Have you seen him even now? Like,
Yeah,
he
exactly.
boxes. It may not be your Floyd boxing, but he's still boxing.
Well,
People got this like today's era. Oh my god, they see Floyd and they think that's boxing. Like that's boxing to them. That's not what boxing's all about.
My uncle, he's like old school. He's like from the Ali era, so he's like, why this fucking pussy keep running and Manny didn't get the decision? He actually watched with me.
Because Manny was shadow boxing. He's just like,
Nah, Manny was he connected more than fucking Mayweather. So, you know what? They were both missing a lot. But but Manny definitely connected the better, harder shots.
Yeah.
And they they landed about even. Fuck concrete box. We know that's bullshit. They landed about even. But Manny, when he did land, he was fucking landing the better shots. That's for sure.
My friend actually he argued a point for Manny because back then I had the fight for Floyd. So he argued this point. He said that in terms of ring generalship, it's Manny because Manny is coming forward at the same time. His foot positioning is always better. And I'm like, okay, that's a really good point because I do realize that Manny's foot positioning is always better, always there for the left hand. But Floyd is just the way he moves his body, you can hardly land a straight shot at him. You have to have like the Maidana overhand right and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to be
that's true.
awful.
That's completely true.
He's so by the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need a combination of De La Hoya and Maidana to beat Floyd. You know what I mean? Like, get on the
knock him.
inside.
Well, De La Hoya had a good advantage because I think he was bigger than Floyd, no?
He was taller, yeah. He was bigger.
Yeah, so that helps him going up against Floyd. And Maidana was just Maidana's the other blueprint, which is first of all you go in there not giving a fuck. You do what you need to do. Fuck respect. Fuck that he's Mayweather. Fuck him up however you have to. Knee him in the fucking balls if you have to. Fucking Muay Thai clinch him and just fucking start kneeing him in his fucking throat.
Play dirty, yeah.
Do what you have
Well,
to
the thing
do.
is that-
Mayweather does deceivingly dirty tactics. He'll fucking put elbows in your face.
Elbows, yeah.
and fucking hold you, pull your arm. We saw him do that to Manny.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
the thing is,
he fights dirty too.
in the first Maidana fight, like the first couple of rounds, Maidana went on the inside, but people don't realize he got hit a lot with the, every time he went in. He got hit a lot in the body with the Floyd's jab. You know, he got clean shots there, and it took the toll in the fifth round when he basically gassed out, kind of, because he got hit a lot of body shots there by Floyd, even though Maidana was winning those rounds.
Yeah,
Floyd's a really smart fighter, man.
Floyd is a crafty dude. Like even on the inside, he's pretty crafty. I think that's pretty underrated. But he's like Bernard Hopkins in that aspect. You know, Bernard Hopkins will hit you with body shots, like straight body shots. You know, these little body shots that just pick you apart. You know what I mean?
So what do you guys think when people say Golovkin has never, Golovkin is all hype? You know, like he's never fought anybody. You know, like people say he's ducking Andre Ward.
Listen, man, how do you call a guy who has 400 fights of amateur fights hype? You know, he's been around the block. Like he knows what he's doing.
Plus,
yes, he hasn't fought a big name yet, but he's been knocking out these fucking B-level fighters like nothing. 20 knockouts for anybody is not easy to do. I don't care who you're fighting.
Plus, he was a silver medalist in the Olympics. He won the World Games. Like I said, 400 amateur fights. He got the respect of Kovalev. You know, they used to spar. Plus, he knocked out Martin Murray, who beat Sergio Martinez. If he got the decision, Murray would have been the WBC and lineal champ, and the boxing fans' perspective on it would be different. You know what I mean? He knocked out Daniel Gill, who was a champion, who was a former champion himself. And what I like about Golovkin is he fights the best opponents possible in his division. I mean, who does that these days?
Monroe was pretty good too. Like I didn't expect that from Monroe. I didn't know who he was, but just watching him through the eye test, he's good. Like you can't take away anything from that guy.
Yeah.
I bet you he does well against other middleweights, other than Golovkin.
Yeah, and the thing is, how many 14 title defense, right, for Golovkin, and Bernard Hopkins took 13 title defense, 13 or 14, till he got a unification with Keith Holmes. Then after the Keith Holmes, he got the big fight with Trinidad. So basically, we could say that David Lemieux is Keith Holmes to Golovkin's Bernard Hopkins, and Miguel Cotto or Canelo is his Trinidad. You know what I mean?
Like
basically, that's when he can speak at the big fight.
What do you guys think about Lemieux? Do you think he's gonna be a good name for Golovkin? Do you think people will show him respect after that?
Yeah, I think so, because he's a champion. But that's what people said when he fought Matthew Macklin. People were like, Matthew Macklin was going to be his toughest fight. But when he knocked him out with a left hook to the body, a right hook to the body, and he went down the third round, and people was like, oh, he was a bum.
Yeah.
He was a bum. He was a bum. Then he fought he fought Daniel Gill. He's the toughest opponent yet. He knocked him out. He made him quit after 3 rounds. He was a bum. He was a D-level fighter.
He makes these guys look like bums, and that's just the honest truth. Because he's that good.
Exactly. Another thing though, Mayweather fans don't want to see Golovkin Mayweather, even though Mayweather weighs in at 162, 163 on Fight Night.
Clearly.
Hey, you know what?
Fucking middleweight in disguise. It's disguise. It's fucking Halloween over here with this motherfucker. Like he's a fucking middleweight disguised as a welterweight. Straight up.
You know what? Golovkin should let Mayweather use IV for that fight. I think he would still knock him out.
And Golovkin could let him use whatever. Fucking the Memo Heredia plan.
Yeah, could have Memo and Alex Ariza.
Yeah, both of them. Straight injecting him in each arm.
I just don't get why people hate Golovkin though. Because if you're a boxing fan, don't you want to see a great show? You know what I mean? Like even if you're a Andre Ward fan or Floyd Mayweather fan, you still got to respect what Golovkin has done. Because he knocks people out, and isn't that what it's all about? Like giving us a great show.
Yeah, bro.
People calling him
haters, people that follow their favorite fighters, and they see anybody that has a threat to them, to their fighters, they're gonna try and discredit them any way they can.
Yeah,
That's just how it is. That's boxing.
that's true. But I'm really excited about the middleweight division, man. Because like now we're gonna see Peter Quillin, Danny Jacobs, Billy J Saunders, and Ant Lee got postponed, which is a shame. But you still got Canelo Cotto. We still got Hassan Endam, which obviously he lost to David Lemieux, but he fought a great fight.
Wait, who's fighting Endam now?
No, I don't think he's fighting.
I think he's fighting. I forgot who they say he's fighting though.
I don't know. His last fight was against Lemieux, in a great 12-round fight. He was knocked down multiple times, but he won a lot of rounds.
I think people will give GG.
Did you guys hear about? What's that?
Do you think people will give Triple G credit for Lemieux?
That's what I was asking you guys.
Well,
I think there'll be a good amount of people that do. Like true fans of the sport know what's up with David Lemieux. He's good. Like he's a fucking monster. Honestly, he's proved himself. Yeah, he lost before, but he's been doing pretty fucking good lately. And he trains with who does he fucking spar with? He spars with some good people. Fuck, I forgot their names, but
it depends, man. It depends on the outcome as well. Like if Golovkin blows him out in 3 rounds, like people would think, oh, it was a mismatch, to begin with. But if it was like a great action fight, like there's 2, if David brings it, come fight night, I think people will respect it, But I don't think people will talking about people that hate Golovkin, they will only respect him if he moves up to 168 and fights Andre Ward, which is it's understandable, but it's another division,
If you're a fucking boxing fan, you want to see the best fight the best, and honestly, I think Triple G should fight fucking Ward. That's a fight people want to see. Why not?
Yeah,
I think Triple G could win, but at the same time, I think Ward could win.
I think Ward's a really great boxer. Man. I think he's a better boxer than Floyd, and I think he's a better all-around fighter.
They're about the same to me, but maybe at this point, definitely Ward. But like I said, first of all, Ward's been out for a long time, so we don't even. He's only fought what's his name? I don't even fucking remember.
Paul Smith.
Paul Smith, there you go. Paul Smith. Who's Paul Smith? Who the fuck is he?
Exactly.
Guy's ranked where?
Yeah, I know.
My girl's ranked higher than him. You know what I mean? Like, fucking Paul Smith. Who is? But anyway, my point is that he came back. All right, he beat a guy that he should have definitely beat with ease, with his eyes closed. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't prove nothing. Not just to us, but it doesn't prove anything to himself. Like, he just knows he can still beat up a bum, basically. Good for you, but he needs to fight somebody where he can get his confidence back and know that he still got it. You feel me?
Yeah, you should fight James DeGale,
That's a tough fight. I wouldn't recommend he jumps straight up to the DeGale, but like a good solid name. I don't know, fucking the guy he's fighting now. Matter of fact, that he supposedly might fight. Did you guys hear about that?
Nah, who is he fighting?
What's the opponent? The guy that fought Pascal last.
Bute.
Huh?
Eurosi,
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck is his name? You know what I'm talking about though? That Cuban guy?
Oh, Regandale. So you want Regandale to jump from 122?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, Yoroka's fucking
Gamboa, mate. He's a featherweight, though.
What the fuck is his name? I sound like an idiot. Fucking the guy who fought Pascal last.
What? Pascal lost?
Yeah, Pascal's last opponent. What's his name?
Cuban guy, right? The Cuban guy.
Nah, it was Kovalev.
The guy that they say that the guy like he got robbed.
Hey, Gineski Gonzalez.
Yeah, there you go, Gonzalez. Yo, Gonzalez, he fucking, yo, I believe he beat fucking Pascal. I think we all watched it together too.
Yeah, we watched.
We did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did watch it together. Fucking,
Yeah. That fight.
robbed.
I remember one. I remember that.
Remember after the fight,
That's-
yo, that was a robbery.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, that's a great fight, wasn't it? I thought you got robbed.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a good fight. That's a good warm up for a barometer for Ward to see where he's at. Because that guy's gonna bring it. He's not gonna.
Yeah. That's a great fight.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
What's gonna get?
I forgot about that fight, to be honest. I forgot about that. What other fights are there? What about Stevens and Kovalev? You reckon that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What do you guys? I mean, honestly, I haven't really been following that story between them. But what do you guys think about fucking Stevenson coming out and saying that Kovalev is scared of him?
Nah, come on. Kovalev will fight him tomorrow. You know, Kovalev he's the Russian dude. Like these Russian fighters, man. These guys are scary as fuck. You know, these are the new Mexican fighters. You know.
All right. So speaking of, what's that?
What?
No, I was gonna say, so what do you guys think about Pacquiao coming back? I mean, how do you feel? Who do you think he's gonna fight, or who should he fight? And do you guys think he's gonna be 100% or even close?
Yeah, like they said, I think it's they said it's Amir Khan. Amir Khan was supposed to fight Ruslan, but apparently Amir Khan turned it down. So he because Amir Khan wanted to fight Pacquiao, but Pacquiao won't be available till
Amir Khan and Mosley. What is that bullshit?
Yeah, I hear that as well. I don't know, man. Like, but Amir Khan wants the Pacquiao fight, I think. But Pacquiao is not available till March next year, so I don't know, man.
Well, if he can negotiate with Pacquiao, I wouldn't see why he shouldn't wait for Pacquiao. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pacquiao. Aram said Crawford as well. Terence Crawford.
That's a scary fight, man. Those are two of my favorite fighters right there.
That's a really dangerous fight for Pacquiao. I mean, he could get knocked out, to be honest.
Yeah, Crawford's just a whole different type of beast, and he's young and he's prime, you know, like.
Mhm.
And he's complete. Like, he's the next superstar for sure, without a doubt. I'll put my money on that. Crawford's the next big superstar. He's the next Manny Pacquiao or Mayweather.
But if you're Pacquiao, though, would you avoid that fight? Because all your career, Pacquiao's been known for taking risks. You know, all these. Yeah. That's his advantage over Floyd. It's like he's taken
his resume. Yeah, his resume stacked up.
Yeah, exactly.
With challenges.
But if you know, Pacquiao's 36, 37, and he's been fighting more than half his life. You know, obviously he needs to look after his health as well. I mean,
life, he has about 56 pro fights, 57 pro fights.
Well, over 60,
wins, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, he's been fighting professionally since he was 16, something like that. Yeah, and you know, how many years in boxing has he got left? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, especially with his style too. Like, his style is not like Floyd's style where he can fight safe. His style is more of he needs his youth, his athleticism to be able to throw the same amount of punches he used to. You know, he throws punches and bunches at a high rate.
Mm-hmm.
And to do that, you have to have your body with you, cooperating with you. So I don't know, at this age and the wars he's been through, and supposedly his injury now, you know, I don't know, man. That's the shit that has me worried. So going all right, of a prime Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford.
Well, Pacquiao beat him easy. Well, depends on what Pacquiao.
I don't know if that'd be easy because, like I said, Crawford to me is looking like a real superstar at this point.
But depend what Pacquiao though, like what version of. Obviously, there's like the featherweight Pacquiao. There's the lightweight Pacquiao. Let's talk about junior welterweight, in which Crawford fights in it.
Right now. I mean, it'd be a really good fight to me even then. Like,
no, Pacquiao beat him. like that. He sent him back to Omaha, wherever he's come from.
I don't know, man. Crawford is he's a what do you call it? A rangy fighter. He can be a rangy fighter if he wants to.
No,
You
he
know?
he he was hurt by Gamboa. Remember? He was
Yeah, but
hurt.
I don't think he'd make that same mistake to get in there with Manny like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's a
I agree.
versatile fighter. Terence Crawford can do whatever he wants. He can brawl with you. He can fucking outbox you. And when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, he's gonna be smart about that, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I don't know. I don't know if
And he's tall. He's a tall fighter. I think he's like 5'8". You think he's like Mayweather size?
yeah, he's pretty tall. Plus, he's a natural bigger than Pacquiao as well. Even though Pacquiao fights in a higher weight, Crawford's been fighting at 140, 135 since his debut. So
Terence Crawford, box rec.
yeah, um, he's junior welterweight at the moment, isn't he? There's a lot of great fighters at junior welterweight, man.
He's 140. But even if he moves up he's big enough to move up to 147. That's for sure. Let's see.
Oh yeah, for sure.
5'8".
But you know who I like to see Crawford fight is Cesar Cuenca I think he's from Argentina. He's a really great boxer, man. He's 48-0 TBE. He hasn't lost. He only has like 2 knockouts in 48 fights. People might laugh at that, but that's dedication right there. That shows how great of a boxer he is.
Do you know anything
Cuenca.
about this guy, Derry Dream, that he's about to fight, that Crawford's about to fight?
Nah, I don't know. I heard
Let's
he used
see.
to spar Pacquiao, didn't he? Did he spar Pacquiao for the Mayweather fight?
Let's see his record. He's 29-1, 20 KOs. He has a longer reach, believe it or not, at 72 inches. Then he has 2 inches over Crawford. He's 5'6.5", so I guess he's about Pacquiao size. He's from Canada. He has wins over guys like Belmontes,
He fought Peterson.
Daniel Ruiz.
Yeah,
His only loss is to Lamont Peterson, and Peterson is pretty good.
Peterson's a great boxer. He beat
Yeah.
Danny Garcia.
So I don't know.
When is
I
it?
think this guy's gonna be a good test for Crawford.
I think Crawford should stay at 140 pounds because I think he should prove himself at 140 first. I know he beat who did he beat? Thomas Delorme for the vacant title, but I want to see him against the winner of Matisse, Postol, the winner.
You're right. I would love to see like him
Eventual.
dominate that weight class. Against Walters. I would love to see him fuck Walters up and fuck. Because I'm tired of Walters being a bully on everybody, man. He's just he's a cheater, man. That motherfucker be coming in overweight. Like, that's not fair. Do that against fucking Crawford. I promise you it won't be the same results. Because, unlike, fucking Crawford, unlike Walter, Crawford's big, but he has the skills behind it. You feel me?
Yeah.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants. He'll go southpaw on you if he has to. Like, it doesn't matter, and he'll do it like it's normal. It's nothing for him. But yeah, I mean, but I am a little greedy where I do want to see him move up to 147 because that's my favorite weight class, and I want to see him beat, all the guys at 147. I want to see him fuck up Danny Garcia. I think he'll fucking wash Danny Garcia, no problem.
I think
What's that?
Yeah, I think he fucks up Danny Garcia, man.
I think he beats Danny Garcia. I think he beats Amir Khan. I think he fucking Keith Thurman at this point. That'll be a good fight. But I still think he beats him. And Porter's the only one. Porter's the type of boxer or fighter that he can disrupt your style. Like, he's just gonna put a lot of pressure on you. And that's the type of fighter you can never count out. You know what I mean? That's why you can never count out Pacquiao, because Pacquiao was a guy that always going super
Unpredictable,
saiyan.
yeah. He could land that one big punch and
Him, the guys like
Change
Maidana, like those guys put so much pressure on you, they disrupt your style.
yeah. What happened to Vic? Is he gone? He's a mute.
He's hitting the punching bag. He's training.
Yeah, another great fight then. Bradley Rios. Fucking for I think December.
I don't know if that's a great fight though. Honestly, like I think Rios is not really that great. I just think he's tough.
He is tough, but it depends what kind of Bradley we see as well. You know, is he gonna box and make it? You know, he's just gonna win by unanimous decision, or is he gonna fight like he did against Provodnikov? And
I don't know. I guess that depends on Teddy Atlas.
yeah.
Oh man, what do you guys think about that?
Man, I don't know, man. Like Teddy Atlas knows boxing. You know, I listen to him when he speaks, but you know, I think the last champion he trained was probably Michael Moore. Remember the Michael Moore, Evander Holyfield, like Teddy Atlas was giving like inspirational speech.
Yeah, I remember that. Like, that was a good. That was a good speech, but
I think it was a show off to me. It was a showcase. You know, it was just I don't know, man. I don't know why he shouldn't have left Joel Diaz at this point, but who cares, man?
yeah, at this point, I don't know. I don't see the sense in that. They must have really had that, something brewing for a while, like some.
Yeah.
But do you think it was his wife? I mean, I do. I think it has something to do with his wife.
What else? What else? I mean, he used to be with Cameron Duncan. There was no problem with that.
Who do you? I mean, I would have loved to see him go with John David Jackson. I think John David Jackson does some good work. I mean, look what he did with Algieri.
Algeria, he made it more aggressive.
I mean, Algieri was a whole different motherfucker, and he did well against Amir Khan. You know, I think that you could have went either way. Honestly, that fight.
Yeah, I thought I had Amir Khan winning, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
So anyways, back to Pacquiao. Fucking, would you want to see him in a rematch with Mayweather?
I would actually. I would.
And why?
Just for the sake of it. I think because the first fight basically the second fight can't go any worse than the first fight, to be honest. And and Pacquiao knows it. I think if he gets a rematch, he's gonna go all in. I think he's gonna go for the knockout. I think
And Pacquiao has always done better in the rematches, no?
Yeah, that's true. That's true because he knows his opponent very well.
Bradley in the rematch, he made sure he won.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Who else has he had rematches against? Morales, fucking. But more recent. Who else?
What, Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bradley, Marquez,
fucking. Who else?
Yeah, Morales. That's about it.
That's about it, like, as far as the big name. But yeah, he's always done better in the rematches. He always feels like he has something to prove, and I like that. You know what I mean? He gets way more competitive. Except
for the Marquez, though. I thought the third Marquez fight, I thought he was trying to counterpuncher. I scored it for Marquez, to be honest.
That's another fun thing about Pacquiao, though. People say Mayweather adjusts, but Pacquiao, if you look at Pacquiao, he adjusts. Like, he'll be a different fighter all the time. Look at him against Brandon Rios. He outboxed the shit out of him.
That was a great performance. Yeah.
Against Mayweather, he tried to outbox Mayweather. I mean, to me, I feel like he did outbox Mayweather, but a lot of people are whatever. But anyways, but he comes with a different style. Is my whole point, and he's versatile, and he does both well.
Yeah.
He's aggressive, and he can be a great boxer.
Yeah, because he has a very strong left hand as well.
Yeah, he has power on both hands. But yeah, so you would want to see that?
What about you? Would you like to see that?
I would love to see that. That's it. That's still, to me, it's still. Oh, my fault. To me, that's still the most exciting fight we could have. Honestly, I know a lot of people were sour grapes over the last one, but I mean, to me, it'd be a fun event again. To get all the Flomos and the Pactards, raving again. It'd just be fun. It can be a headache sometimes. The arguments and all that, but it's fun at the same time. Like, people talk shit, but they love controversy. People are always like, I'm done talking about Floyd. But then what are they doing? Talking about Floyd. I'm done talking about Pacquiao. Let's move on. But they're still talking about Pacquiao. People lie to themselves and say they don't want to talk about it no more. But then when it's gone,
they do.
Like when the boxers are gone, they're bored.
Yeah.
Look at boxing groups when they're not talking about Mayweather Pacquiao. It's like You get like 15 comments. You get, 20
Yeah.
comments. Say something about Floyd. Say something about Manny.
It's
Oh
like all
man,
over.
I promise you, that's at least 100 comments right there. If it's a good post, you know what I mean?
It's like Christmas, yeah. And business wise, well, it makes sense business wise. And who knows business more than Floyd? He might not do the same numbers as they did the first fight. He might not do a 4.6 million, but it could still probably do 2 million. Because there's still the two top, money makers in
It's
pay
still
per
the
view
guys, and
wise.
that's gonna be their last fights for real. Like that's gonna be
Plus, yeah. Plus, if they do an actual promotion, like instead of just,
telling us it's gonna happen. Yeah, like
yeah,
hey, we're
instead
gonna
of just
fight
being
on
in having one
hey,
press
hey,
conference.
so just watch out for that. Like nah, go do press conferences, go talk shit, go do it 24/7, all access, whatever.
And
Face off.
and
I want to see
and,
a
and I
face
think
off.
and I think Floyd's gonna if he really wants to make it, if he really wants to sell a fight, he's just gonna do his thing. He knows how to sell fights. He's just gonna trash talk. He's gonna say whatever he wants. And
Right.
the
Make some racist comments.
yeah, yeah, he knows he knows how to
Poke fun
sell.
attack. He knows how to make people's blood boil.
Yeah, yeah, and people buy that. People,
Mhm.
stupid enough to watch him lose, to pay to see him lose.
Who would you have winning in the rematch?
Oh, I love Pacquiao, man. I love Pacquiao. I'll be rooting for him no matter what. But Floyd, I got Floyd 9-3.
All right, let's say this. Let me put this out there. What if the injury is 100% true, right? What if the injury is true and he's healed now, right?
Yeah,
Let's just say it's Pacquiao at 100%
yeah.
versus
That's
versus Mayweather now.
well. The thing is, Pacquiao is a smaller guy. I think Pacquiao's not a big guy. I think style makes fights. I think, and Floyd is just the better. He's just the better boxer. He's not going to engage with Pacquiao. Pacquiao's he punches his angles, but it's not the same as Maidana's angles. Like he's not like overhand, right? He looks for
Yeah,
angles to go in. And Floyd knows Pacquiao's game plan. That Pacquiao's going to come in and throw combinations, and every time Pacquiao tries to do that, he's going to clinch. And he's going to pot
yeah.
shot with his
Get
right
away with
hand.
it.
He's
All
going to.
right. What about now? Take away Kenny Bayless.
Nah, it doesn't make a difference to
Take
me,
it out of
man.
Vegas. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I would say they fight in, say, outside Vegas. It's not going to be the same, man. I don't
Let's
think
see. What if they fought in a different country? What about Moscow or not Moscow?
it doesn't make difference. I think, at the end of the day, it's still two fighters in the ring. Nobody's going to help them but themselves. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing. See, now if you have Dave Moretti in your corner, it's gonna help your decision.
Who do you see winning the rematch if, let's say, Pacquiao healthy and let's say Vada does the testing this time?
Oh, see, that's the other thing. Like, now we don't know if Mayweather was truly using PDs or not, but all the things are, all the evidence is there that he's doing something dirty, right? I mean, you got to be an idiot to not
Yes.
suspect something. So, in a rematch, honestly, for me, I think Manny pulled it off. Like, I think he hit him with the better shots, but the judges, their mind was set who they were giving it to. But so for me, and I don't necessarily know if he was really injured. Maybe he was injured, but not really that bad. But I didn't see a person who was wincing in pain, but I did see the mark on his shoulder. I did see that. I did see the red mark on his shoulder. I did see him pull away from his combos, which I never seen Manny do. But I don't know, man. It's just that was a weird fight for me because when I was watching it, the whole time I'm thinking like, this is not Manny. Like, and
Yeah.
it wasn't to me. It wasn't because Mayweather was doing some slick shit. I felt Mayweather was just doing Mayweather as always. But I was just sitting like, yo, Pacquiao is not being Pacquiao.
I mean,
His feet were not even moving the way they usually do. That's what was killing me. It was like I wasn't seeing him be him.
Wait, Pacquiao was it Pacquiao in the Algeria fight or the Bradley rematch?
His
You know?
feet were moving. Like, how do you can't tell me that all of a sudden overnight he got old and his feet can't move anymore. His arms, come on, man. Like, you
Yeah,
gotta use common sense for real.
something was wrong. But when I was watching the fight, yeah, I thought Floyd won the fight after the first right hand he landed. I was like, oh, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be a typical Mayweather fight after the first punch he threw, and I thought it was over. And so Pacquiao, I think he's gonna. I don't think Pacquiao has the legs that he once had. He doesn't have the same movement he once had.
But
he doesn't have.
but it didn't have as far as when, because in the last fight he had before Mayweather, he was looking pretty sharp to me. Maybe
What, the
not,
Algerian fight?
maybe not fucking lightweight Pacquiao legs, but he still had some pretty good legs.
Well, the Algeria fight.
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't. He wasn't moving. He was he was taking Algeria's punches. He was sitting. He wasn't using his angles. He was just fighting it. But I get what you're saying. He looked better than that, and he could have done better though.
That's basically what I'm saying. Yeah, his legs on the Mayweather fight he wasn't. I felt like he was fighting a little bit more counter. He was being a counter fight, looking for the openings. Like he was being a boxer. He was fighting like a boxer.
Yeah, and you can't outbox a Floyd Mayweather.
But that's the thing. You see, like for me, I think he did outbox him. Like I really believe that he did. I think he was countering Mayweather better. He was flipping his punches better. Like I don't know, man. Mayweather just makes it look better. He's flashy when it comes to boxing.
I mean,
Mayweather is like the type of guy that's like fucking like he's really plays with you. Like he makes it look better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't. Pacquiao's just like fuck it, we're fighting. Like I'm not here to play with you. I want to fuck you up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I don't know. I think honestly, anyways, my whole point was, to me, whether you want to say Mayweather won or Pacquiao won, to me it could have been a draw. I had Pacquiao winning, you had Floyd winning, but it was a close
How do you
fight.
score it?
That's my whole point.
What was your score? Was it 7-5 or 8-4?
7-5. Yeah, 7-5.
Yeah, that's cray.
Psych. That's the real score, by the way.
That's
the
cray.
real scorecard. That's the scorecard they didn't want you to see. Okay. Let me tell you,
That's
Dave Moretti
cray.
was like, "Nah, fuck out of here, Ryan. I don't."
That's cray, man. How could you have 7 rounds with Pacquiao? I had it 10-2 for Floyd originally.
Man, yo,
10-2. I had Pacquiao 4-6.
Yo, you know what? Originally, I had it 8 rounds for Pacquiao, but then I rewatched it again, and then you know what? I forced myself to give another round to Mayweather.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, you need to, bro, because your eyes are. You go get some glasses while you're over there.
I don't know. I watched the fight, man. And it's like Pacquiao's doing nothing, like nothing, and
Mayweather was doing nothing.
I had 7-5 for Floyd.
Thank you. I think 7-5 for Floyd's still pretty bad, to be honest. How could you give 5 rounds to Manny?
But you guys are giving this to Floyd based off of just him looking like he was in control. Like he wasn't because he was landing punches. It wasn't because he was fucking dominating Pacquiao. He was just moving. He was moving the way he moved.
Hey, Victor, can you tell Ryan he's crazy? Tell him he's crazy.
I can't say that, bro, because I kind of see where a lot of them are coming from, man.
No, I'm out of here.
Did you rewatch the fight, Vic, or this is your score from the first time?
7-5 Floyd is the score from the first time.
You never rewatched it?
I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to fall asleep.
If you rewatch, it's gonna be the same fight, man.
Bro,
It's not like
this, man. You know what? This will be the tiebreaker. Vic, do yourself a favor and go rewatch that shit. Well, it's not a favor, but do me a favor and go rewatch it one of these days.
Yeah, if he rewatches it, it's gonna have Floyd like 9-3.
Yeah, right. I guarantee you're gonna be like, damn, yo, I didn't see this. Like, I didn't see this from Pacquiao, and you're gonna see things from Pacquiao that you didn't see the first time. I promise you.
You're gonna say the same thing about Floyd though. You didn't see that from Floyd. Oh, he was landing punches,
Yeah, you're
man.
gonna
He
be
was,
like,
he
damn,
was,
I didn't notice he missed that the first time. Oh shit,
nah,
motherfucker was
Pacquiao
shooting
was
flies
hitting
around
air,
Pacquiao's head.
man.
He was swatting flies.
He was hitting air, man. And I love Pacquiao, man. I love Pacquiao, man. Like, I
Hey
was
man,
disappointed with him.
I'll give credit to Floyd if I had to, but I'm sorry, that motherfucker was missing everything.
The thing is, the way I scored the fight, I gave every close rounds to Floyd.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
there was
based
no
off what
close
though?
rounds, man.
But based off of what, Vic?
Sorry?
Based off of what? Why did you give him the close rounds?
Based off of Vegas, bro.
No, because we can't score by hitting air. All right, who did you give the first round to?
Oh, the first
Me?
round?
I gave it to
Both.
Floyd.
Both of you guys.
Floyd.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously it was for Floyd. What about the second round?
Second
I
round?
gave it to Pacquiao.
The fourth round, I had it for Manny.
What? Hang on. What was that? I think the audience break. Second round to what?
Oh, sorry, hold on. Second round for the man, Manny.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, you
Come
wire
on.
God, get a hearing aid too, bro.
Come on.
You must
Second
need both
round.
to watch to see who the real winner was.
What about third round?
I gotta pull out my scorecard. Fuck, I don't even know what that shit is. Oh, can you pass me that?
How did you have it, Victor? Third round. Do you have the
Alright.
scorecard?
The fourth round, I had it for Manny.
Third
Alright.
round.
Third round, I had it for Manny.
Hang on. Stop there, mate. Let me see. Can you pull up your scorecard?
I have no scorecard right now.
Show it to you?
Ryan's. Yeah, is it there? Is there a paper? Can you get to the middle of that and like rip it off, mate? Rip it off like this.
No, see, what I need you to do is screenshot this so you can remember it.
Oh yeah, that's Floyd. How could you have 1/16?
No. This was my first one. I got it set up.
I got a headache, man. I'm starting to get a headache, man. I was all right. Fourth round was. I gave you the official scorecard. I mean, I gave you the official breakdown, didn't I? The actual round by round.
Yep.
Yep. You still have it. Fourth round was to Pacquiao, that's for sure. Fourth and sixth. He probably could give, you know. I don't know, man. Crazy.
But I think Manny would win a fucking rematch unless he doesn't come in healthy. That's my opinion. That's my view.
I hope he wins. I hope he does. I think it would have been a better fight, you know, if they fought in 2010, 5 years ago.
All right, because you were saying that, you know, that in the rematch, Manny would fight more aggressive, right? So what if he does?
I hope he does.
What if he fights like his older self?
Yeah.
You know, very aggressive.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think he'll get tagged more. I think if he tries to go to the inside more, like throw combinations more, I think he'll get tagged more by Floyd.
But now he knows Mayweather can't hurt him. So.
Oh, he can. I think he can.
Get the fuck out of here.
I think he can.
Reaching. Now you're reaching.
Floyd has the power, man. Do you know what did Floyd do to Canelo? Floyd backed him down.
That's Canelo, though, bro. Come on, let's be real. You can't compare.
Floyd's fucking. Oh, Canelo's bigger than Pacquiao, man. Floyd's bigger than. I mean, Canelo's bigger.
He needed a fucking IV. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. No,
He needed an IV.
The catch weight was 152, bro. It was, you know, he wasn't drained.
Canelo was looking pretty sick. Like he looked, you know, he didn't look right to me.
Ah, come on, no.
The same way Daniel Gill looked over a few pounds. Daniel Gill to me looked fucking bad when he fought Cotto. Like he looked sick to me.
Yeah, he did. But
the same way Canelo looked to me. Like Canelo's a big dude naturally. He's big.
Yeah. But back to if Pacquiao was to fight more aggressively than in the rematch. What do you think? What do you think would happen? Do you think he gets him?
I think he frustrates the shit out of him because that's how you beat Mayweather. You have to put a lot of pressure, eat some of his punches, and get in there and just start fucking, doing some damage. Like, but from awkward angles, he needs to create those angles. You know,
I think so
I
too. I
think
think that's the key. Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
think if he puts a lot of pressure and wears him down, I think eventually he does what he wants with
I agree
Mayweather.
with that.
Mayweather, Pacquiao, I just don't know, man. Like the only thing that could kill Pacquiao is his stamina. I don't know how that is at this point.
And Floyd has great endurance, man. He has great
Yeah,
stamina.
but you know what? That's the thing. So if they do VADA, I don't think Floyd's endurance is gonna be.
You're
I
accusing
think he'll
Floyd
turn
then.
overnight. I promise you.
You're accusing then. You're accusing someone of without having strong evidence.
Fuck out of here.
But I think if Pacquiao tries to get in more with his angles, he's gonna get tagged by that right hand. See, have you seen Floyd's right hand? It lands like perfectly whenever he wants to, wherever he wants to.
Yes, he has. Floyd's definitely sharp and accurate. I give him that. Like I love his accuracy. I like the way he slips punches too. But I give Floyd all his credit where it is. I'm just very mad at him right now. I'm very disappointed in the fact that he's such a fucking hypocrite. At least that's what it's looking like.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, we don't know that he actually did steroids, but come on, man, all the signs, like all the past signs, plus the ones of now, of today. I mean, you gotta be an idiot to not at least speculate. You know what I mean?
do you think Pacquiao was on something as well?
I think all fighters are on something. Honestly, you want like honestly, I think all fighters are on something.
And
I think
there
the
you go.
top
So
level fighters
basically,
are on something.
so was Floyd taking advantage then? Because if Floyd's taking something in, other boxer is taking something. Isn't that level playing field?
Yeah, and that's the whole. That's the thing that gets me too. Is like he didn't let Manny take some fucking what was it? What
The
was it? Some
injection.
water or some
Yeah, the shoulder
injection,
thing. Yeah.
injection, and his vitamin water or something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Like it's just these stupid little things. Like why, for what? Why did you have to? Meanwhile, you're over there getting fucking doped up with fucking IV needles and shit. I don't know, man. It just sounds funny.
Yeah. Plus the fact that he was with Memo. I mean Alex
You're with
Ariza
the
as
biggest
well.
drug killer in the fucking game. How am I not supposed to suspect that you're doing something? You have
Yeah.
Alex Ariza, the guy that you blame Pacquiao, that you said that they were saying gives Pacquiao the steroids too. You know what I mean? Like, come on,
Yeah, yeah.
come on. That's fucking bugging my room. But yeah, yo, it's just all hypocritical to me. Then all his fighters who test under USADA, they fail, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. So how many USADA rarely catches anyone, do
But
they?
but let's just say you're Mayweather and you're trying to clean up the sport, right? And
Yeah.
you have a team of fighters who all test positive. Like, what do you keep them on your team?
That's a fair point. Yeah.
If you're the guy who's saying I'm cleaning up this fucking sport, like, that's it. I want all this type of testing. I want to make it fair. Blah blah blah. And all of a sudden, all your boys are fucking testing positive. Well, do you keep them on your team or do you make an example out of them?
Yeah, that's true, man. I would kick them out for
I will
sure.
kick them out too. You're my boy, but you know what? You gotta go get clean, and then we could talk about you coming back later. But I have to make an example if I'm trying to
Yeah.
clean up the sport. If I'm trying to be the leader of that.
So which of the TMT guys tested positive? Is it like Ish Smith or?
Fuck, I can't. I don't know. I forgot all their names honestly, 'cause I don't really follow them.
It's a shame, man. I think he's just bullshitting, man. Like you said, it's very fucking hypocritical. Just clean up the sport bullshit. I just want to make it fair.
I think he was like being misleading. Like he was trying to take the eyes off of him so he could do what he wants to do. Create like
Yeah,
a
blame someone else.
yeah, like create a distraction. Meanwhile, he's the
Mm,
one doing it.
mm, yeah. What do you think, Vic? Yo, Vic. No, he's not there. Um, Who else is there? What about if Mayweather fights Lara? Do you think Lara will do anything?
I only seen one of Lara's fights, and that was against Canelo, and I think he did a beautiful job against Canelo. Um, I think Lara won that fight against Canelo.
I thought he did as well.
That's a fight where you could say Canelo was just hitting straight air, like you know what I mean? He was fucking literally hitting air. And when he did get close enough to hit Lara, it was just ineffective punches. You know, like it wasn't. It was, you know, he just touched his body. It wasn't like a clean punch.
So let's say Mayweather comes back after a year. Who do you think he fights? Do you think he fights a big name like a Keith Thurman or
I
a
don't think
rematch
he should
with
even
Andre
wait that long,
Berto?
though. Like I think he should come back and fucking. I would wish I would want to see him come back in May.
Ah man, that's boring, man. I want to see him out.
You want to see him out? Like, you want the anticipation to build up?
Nah, I just don't want to see him no more. You know,
You just want him out?
yeah, because too much attention on one fighter. And
Yeah, but you know, once he's gone, like it's gonna die. The sport's gonna die down. Like let's just be honest. He brings the entertainment value. He helps bring the eyes to the sport. He helps bring the conversations. You know, like it's like
yeah, that's true.
it's like the WWE. You know, like if let's say it's like I don't know if you watch wrestling or ever have, but like let's say The Rock leaves wrestling. Now you got all these other good people. They're not The Rock though. You feel me?
Yeah, but
they're gonna tune in.
yeah, but after The Rock, who came in? Like, you know, the
It's the next
Batista
superstar.
and all this. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's gonna be Canelo. Has an exciting fighting style, and he has a massive.
Are they The Rock? You get what I'm
What?
saying? Like The Rock is still the biggest name.
Yeah. No, I don't believe it. Canelo has big Mexican fan base, man.
Yeah, but he's no Floyd though. That's for sure.
But who was the biggest name in boxing before Floyd? De La Hoya, wasn't he? Yeah, De La Hoya. Yeah, he was like the pay-per-view king. And people said like after De La Hoya retires, you know, he's gonna be the last, you know, boxing superstar. Then Floyd and Manny came. You know, like now we got Canelo and Triple G is 34 years old, so I don't think he'll be much of a a pay-per-view star. And Chocolatito is a flyweight, and I don't think he's going to be a pay-per-view star, to be honest. Terence Crawford, maybe. I don't know. I think it's Canelo.
The only thing with Terence Crawford is his personality is kind of a little dry.
Boring. Yeah, he's a bit boring. Who else is there? Keith Thurman has charisma, man. Keith Thurman, like, he knows how to talk. That's about it, man.
Yeah, yeah. Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman can match his skills to his mouth, then he'll be a monster. A monster, like as far as superstar level, he'll be good.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck, who else is fighting? There's other people that are fighting.
Yeah, I was just like looking at the schedule this week, you know, because I'm just looking at it's gonna be Sammy Vasquez against it's a showcase fight. Who won? Estrada is fighting Anselmo Moreno. Anselmo Moreno fought Abner Mares before. Estrada is a unified champion at flyweight, who fought Gonzalez junior flyweight before, lost the unanimous decision. He beat Villoria in a close split decision. I thought Villoria won that fight, but he's fighting, I think, next week. I think this week, but there's not much going on this week, to be honest. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, especially after the Floyd fight and the Floyd card.
Yeah, there's not much. Who else is there? There is. Oh, there's the Golden Boys Friday night fights always have good action. I'm gonna watch that fight. They always have good action fights.
The Golden Boy fight, yeah, they do.
Oh, did you hear about Zab Judah calling out Pacquiao?
So I don't fucking want it, man.
Did you hear? Yeah, it's like I want to pack it and no, I'm gonna knock him out. Yeah, he said he was gonna knock out
I wouldn't
Pacquiao.
recommend that for Zab.
Yeah, he Sab's like old man.
But you know that could be a good tune-up fight for when Pacquiao comes back, though.
Yeah,
I would recommend that fight for a tune-up
yeah, same. I
because
like that.
we need to see where Pacquiao's at when he comes back. I mean, after surgery is big, man. Like, and if he really had that bad like ligament in his shoulder, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, depends. Yeah, I don't want to see. To be honest, I don't want. I don't know if I want to see Pacquiao get to like a top welterweight right now. I think he should go back to. I think he should go back to 140. To be honest, man, it's not a.
That wouldn't be smart though if he's trying to fight Mayweather again. I think
Yeah.
that's the other thing. I think this whole IV thing and everything is just a build up for the rematch. It could be. Like I think it could be.
You think?
I think it could be.
Because the thing's Mayweather, you know.
Because look, Pacquiao called for a rematch now. Like now everybody's
Yeah.
saying, like, you know, oh well, Mayweather cheated and it wasn't fair. So what's gonna happen when Pacquiao doesn't have an injury and Mayweather's not on fucking something, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
Plus-
like it'll be fair.
Yeah. Plus, when people say, "Oh, I don't want to see a rematch," anyway. Yeah, people say that now. But
Yeah,
when
they
it
fucking
gets,
say that, but get the fuck out of here. They'll be the first one with popcorn and fucking.
yeah, exactly. When it gets closer to, like 2 months, and when and if they do a face-off, you know what I mean? When they do an actual like 24/7 or Showtime, All Access or whatever, they get hyped up. You know, they do all this press conference all around the globe, man. If they do an actual promotion,
Everybody's gonna be talking about that fight again.
oh yeah, for sure. People still talking about it right now. You know?
Look at that. I mean, exactly. Everybody knows they'll buy that shit. I'm gonna buy that shit. I ain't paying no $100. Well, I'm crazy. I'm a fan. So
I think. Do you think they would? Do you think they would price it differently?
they have to. I mean,
It was how much was it? It was $100 in America.
yeah, buddy.
HG.
I mean, I didn't pay 100. I went to my boy's house and we all split the money. But,
yeah.
You know, I'm not paying 100 from by myself. I'll go to my boy's house and pay that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I didn't pay for it. I went to like a bar.
They'll lower the price this time. They have to. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna make as much money as the first fight, first of all, and second of all, people are already turned off from the first one, so they want us reel them in. They have to drop the price. And
Yeah, I think they could still do 2 million, which is still a lot. You know, the only.
which I think is still gonna be better than Canelo Cotto.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. I mean, the only fights that have gone 2 million was Mayweather De La Hoya. I think Mayweather Canelo did 2 million, didn't they? 2.2, something like that. Because I know De La Hoya back Mayweather did 2.5 or 2.4. I don't know, but it was around 2 million. So if they did 2 million, that was still pretty good. I mean, it's not Mayweather Pacquiao won good, but they could still make money.
If they promote it better this time, if they do press conferences and talk shit to each other,
Yeah, exactly.
a lot better than two. I think
Because the first fight, they knew that people was gonna buy that fight no matter
What
what.
was the first fight? 4 million?
4.6.
Damn, yo. I think
Yeah.
they could get 3 million if they really sell this one.
I won't be surprised.
Because
And
the first one was
Mayweather
dry.
did.
They didn't talk shit to each other.
Yeah, he did. And actually, Pacquiao was the one that was more
He was
trash
saying his little
talky.
thing.
Yeah,
he was
but
saying oh, I'll give him whatever he wants because he's going to death row or some shit.
yeah. And he was saying like Mayweather was scared the first negotiations. But
But this time, if they talk shit, Pacquiao, Mayweather, says some racial shit, just shit to burn blood.
and who
then
likes
Pacquiao
money?
comes back
Who
and,
likes
"Yo,
money
you
more
were
than
fucking
Mayweather?
cheating, bro. Like, you called me a cheater. Look at you."
And who likes money more than Mayweather? He's the smartest businessman, and he knows that he can beat Pacquiao. Like he
The only
knows.
other fighter too that I could see him making a good pocket with is Triple G.
Oh, but he won't do too much of a risk, man. Too much of a. Can you imagine that? Can
Who
you
do you think
imagine
wins
that?
at 154?
I would go with the Russian dude.
And speaking of that, like remember we were talking in another group and this guy was trying to make it seem like Mayweather's a small motherfucker. Like, nah, man, come on. Like
Yeah.
to me, if how much? What do you think the weight difference would be if they fought each other at 154? Like, what do you think they'd come weighing in fight night?
I think Golovkin might weigh in at 168 or 170. What does he normally weigh in at fight night? I'm not sure.
Probably 170s.
Yeah, probably. I think he might weigh in at 170, then Floyd probably 160. I mean, yeah. I mean, Golovkin's still bigger than Floyd for sure.
He's still bigger, but I don't think he would have. I think maybe 5 more pounds he would have.
Yeah, I think that's a fair
I think
estimate.
at 154 at this point, Floyd, if Floyd goes into 154, I'd say he'd be well into like 165 fight night.
But
And,
would Golovkin really take
maybe
that fight though?
168.
But Golovkin would be drained at 154.
He'll take that fight. Why the fuck wouldn't he? That's a payday. That's a big name, and he still has a great chance to beat him. I mean, I think a lot of people will still favor Triple G.
I would favor Triple G.
You know,
I would. Why wouldn't you?
there's no reason. It's not like he's gonna get hurt fighting fucking Floyd.
Yeah. I mean, Better didn't get hurt. I mean, Better didn't get hurt. When was the last time
he lost to Floyd? It wouldn't like it would just. I mean, it would take him down a little bit, but not a lot. You know what I mean? As far as rank or status goes.
When was the last time Floyd hurt somebody?
Victor Ortiz sneaks fucking the sucker punch.
Yeah, that one. And that was like what, 2011?
Before
5
that,
years
with
ago.
Hatton.
Yeah, or that legitimately Hatton, yeah. Legitimately.
But I don't think he didn't knock him out, right? He just TKO'd him.
Yeah, he did knock. He knocked him out in the 10th round.
He knocked him out or TKO.
Yeah, the ref stopped it. The ref stopped it.
The ref stopped it, yeah. So.
But anyway, he knocked him out.
Yeah. But like a cold knockout, like a knockout where you straight put the motherfucker on the floor and he's not getting back up type shit.
I think that was it. Cause he knocked him down twice when like Hatton hit the like the corner, like the turnbuckles.
So he didn't make the 8 count.
I think so. Or I think the ref didn't even start the count, something like that.
Really? Oh, well.
It's been ages, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. So anyway, that's the whole point. It's been a while.
Yeah, and Hatton was undefeated.
I think he was coming a little too confident.
Yeah. And I remember like Hatton wobbled Mayweather in the first round. I mean, he wasn't wobbled. Yeah, I think his feet got tangled up, something like that.
I mean, from what I hear, Hatton I don't remember the fight honestly. That's been a long time ago. I have to rewatch that fight. But from what I hear, Hatton was doing work before he got knocked out.
Yeah, I mean, I think he fought dumb, man. He was just coming in the inside. He was being reckless.
But from what I remember, I feel like he was a little frustrated.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Everyone gets frustrated against Floyd, man. Even Victor Ortiz.
Like a B-hop. He's a B-hop fighter. He's a B. Like those guys, they frustrate you.
Yeah. I like those kind of boxers, but at the same time, I prefer.
You like them, but bro, come on, let's be honest, bro. They
mix it up,
Yeah.
You gotta mix it up, you can't box him.
Man. Be a boxer, but puncher or
Marquez. Yeah, finish it. Go for the kill. Box him out. But still go for the kill.
Like even Gennady, like he's not a straight slugger. He just moves forward but boxes you while he's coming forward.
Then he breaks his opponents down. Then he goes for the kill.
He's not a I'm gonna brawl with you come forward fight. He's technical. He's thinking about what he's doing. He's setting you up for something. And his shifting, what? I think that's probably one of my favorite moves is when he shifts.
Golovkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Golovkin, man.
When he what is it? Like he throws a jab, then switches to southpaw, and
he's like the perfect. He got the basics, man. Just a shame we didn't get to see much of Golovkin in his 20s. You know, I didn't really
Right.
hear of Golovkin till later, 2012,
Yeah,
2011, something like
he
that.
fucked up with that.
Because I remember he was, you know, he was fighting in Germany, and he got problems with his promoters.
Yeah,
Promoters.
I don't doubt it, man. You know, it sucks. It's hard when you're not in the U.S. because the U.S. is just the mainstream of boxing.
It is. It is like the money, where the money is, man.
Yep.
There's a lot of fighters in Europe and Asia that don't get any credit whatsoever, man.
There's
That's
even
just,
fighters over here that don't get credit. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah, it's
hard.
just promotional stuff,
It's hard.
man.
But once you do
Um,
make it to America and you make it into the mainstream light, you're gonna make some bread.
yeah. Oh well.
All right. Well, I guess we covered everything as far as Mayweather. Do you think anything's gonna happen? Do you think anything's gonna happen from this scandal? Or do you think it's just
Nah,
gonna be a cover up?
I don't think so. I think he's just gonna. I mean, they didn't do shit for De La Hoya mostly too, or they don't do shit. So, excuse me.
Okay, can you guys
I
hear me
think,
now?
yeah, we hear you. I think it's gonna be. I think they're gonna cover it up. They already have pretty much with Bob Bennett. One day he's saying, yeah, like USADA's didn't. They were fucking Fuck, I can't. I'm so tired. I can't fucking think. They were
I have
saying
no
USADA fucked up
idea.
and didn't communicate with them, right? And then now all of a sudden Mayweather didn't do anything wrong.
Oh well. All right, guys. It's been good talking to you.
Yeah, I think Vic was saying something.
Oh, what's up, Vic?
Why Bob Bennett said something like, Floyd's not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, he came out like, but what did he say before that? He was criticizing USADA for not doing things the right way. Like basically, they were saying no, we're not cool with the way things happened. Like no, they were basically saying USADA was lying. And then all of a sudden, Bob Bennett comes out and says, well, Floyd didn't do any drugs. But from what I heard, I didn't see what he wrote or said, or I think it was a video or something. But I didn't see it myself. But from what I hear, Bob Bennett only said that Mayweather wasn't doing any drugs, but
Right.
he wasn't really addressing the fact that he was taking 750 milliliters, that's the illegal part, right?
That was the Jim Gray interview, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. And then, that he wasn't addressing what we were all complaining about, which is why are you taking 750 milliliters when you can only take 50, and you were doing it at home. But supposedly, I heard he didn't address that. I just heard that he just said Mayweather didn't do any drugs or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens in the next couple of weeks.
We'll definitely come back and talk about that. All right, guys. Well, I'm about to go take it in, but when we find out more stuff, let's definitely, join back up and do our homework and come back with a good video.
Yeah, man. And just do yourself a favor, mate. Rewatch a Mayweather Pacquiao so you can actually see it, mate.
Bro, go get your glasses and hearing aid and then holler at me.
Alright, mate.
If I'm using my phone,
What's that, Vic?
my laptop's kind of fucked up.
Is that why you couldn't speak before?
Sorry? No, I'm using my phone.
Oh, all right, bro.
Alright.
Well, we're about to go anyways, but we'll definitely all link back up.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right, boys.
Take it easy, guys.
Later, all right?
Bro.
Later, boys.